Hi, good evening all. How are you guys? How are you guys?
Fine, sir.
Fine, okay. So, have you guys practiced my session that I taught you guys? And I have been noticing that I am not giving any assignments to you guys. So, after today's session, I will give you one assignment, and the assignment was very simple. Okay, let's just wait for a few more minutes to join others and then we will start today's session, okay? And guys, I have a one request with you all. Please, whenever I ask something or asking you guys to something, please just do let me a favor to respond my questions. Whatever it is like, if you know something, then please tell yes. As you all join the class totally remotely, so uh, I have not any physical appearance, right? And it's a very important to you guys should give the response, right? At least still say yes if you are
Yes, sir.
listening. Respond.
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay. Thank you. Okay, till the time to join other people. So till then, I'm just recapping in last session. Okay, okay. Let me just share my screen. In last session, I was talking a lot uh, the express this, and this is the last classes some code over here. Okay, in last class I was talking you this module, I mean the path module, and with the help of path module we can do something like to including our file stuff, or we can locate our file positioning. So all those things can be done with the help of the path module, right? So path module have a resolve method, and with the help of resolve method uh, we can relocate, or we can locate our file. And the example we are already saw in the last session, and we can build the path of any web URL by just writing app and dot get method. Okay, and when we are using express.js, so it gives a lot and lot of functionalities. Like if you're going to download any music file or any PDF file, so it gives you functionality of download. So with the help of download file, you can literally download the PDF or music file. I assuming that you are already aware of some social media website, download websites. Like there are so many available website in the market who can help to download any social media video or musics. Okay, so you have the power to build the same kind of website using these things. I mean, using the download method. Okay, this is the power of express.js framework. If you are going to do if you are going to do the same thing with the help of node.js, it will be a nightmare to you. You have to write so many lines of code to just develop one functionality like this. That's why we are using express.js framework. So now I just want to show you something with you guys that till now we are using the static files. These are what? These are the static files. It have nothing to show some dynamic content, right? You can say these kind of things are like a document, and you want to show or you want to present this thing on a internet, right? For these kind of things uh, we are following the uh, code like this way. But okay, first of all, I'm just showing you one interesting thing, that is, if I am not going to if I am not going to include this thing, this path thing, is our express.js application still work? Now let's just see. Okay, let me just delete this thing. Actually, it have nothing to do with today's topic. Okay, today we will go with the middlewares, and also we are going to look at how to how to make some dynamic website using express.js. I mean, we are still using the static content for our website, but for let's just say you want to make a dynamic website on purely express.js. So how you can do this? So we are going to see that thing, and we are also go to familiar with how to make a classic website. Oh, so what does that mean, classic website? You all know that whenever we are fetching some old kind of website, so it have the functionality of rendering the page. So these kind of things we are going to see in today's session. So now let's just continue what I'm talking about. Okay, let's just comment all these lines, and now let's just see, is it still work or not. So for working of our application, in order to working of our application, we have to add something. So what we need to add? We already create the variable app, and now just apply the middleware use. So what is the middleware? In today's class, in today's session, we are going to see, but for till now, let's just write along with me. So app.use, and then we have the functionality. We have the functionality of Express, and Express has a static method. Okay, and now we have to tell our Express application, so what kind of our static files goes on, like what kind of we have the folder and file structures. So we have to explicitly says our express application that we are going to make a public file, or you can say a uh, public folder. Okay, let's just save this and make a folder in our root directory. So let's just make this quickly public. And now we have to do what? We have to move our static files into our public folder. Okay, so let's just move this and this too. Now we are moved these things, and we have to do a small change. Small change what? Cause you are already know that we are commenting these lines. We are commenting these route lines. So what in order to still rendering our application, what do we need? We need to we need to come onto our static page and tell tell our href, I mean the reference of the main URL. We have to say it completely that we have to use about.html. Okay, and now the same thing we need to do with index.html file, and we have to writing over here html extension, right? Now let's just save this, and I already opened the folder where we write the code express learn. So now let's just run the code.
Why are we using that extension?
Sorry.
Why are we using that HTML extension?
HTML extension we are using because we are already commenting the routes. These routes are we are already commenting these routes. So we don't have the access of these routes like the about and the home route. So in order to run our static file, we need to do something, and we need to write the exact file name. That's why we are writing the HTML extension, right?
Okay.
Okay. So now let's just run our application. Okay, I have to check one thing. Okay, npm run dev. Yeah, here it is showing, and it is working totally fine. Home, if I tap onto home, it shows hi, I am from home page. If I press on the about link, so it shows I am from about page. So is it amazing, right? Even if I commenting the even if I commenting these routes, it is still work. So when we have some, so when we use all these kind of things, let's say if you have a CSS file, okay, so it is automatically detect on the public file, and if let's say you have so many of pages, so you can make all the pages on your root directory and keeps the uh, style sheet inside your public folder. So because of this, you can have the access of the your CSS file, and you easily can make your page stylish. Okay, this is not in use. I'm just saying I'm just saying it because it is in our course, and somehow you need to know all these kind of nitty tiny things. right? So let's just
So actually, the line number 6 is routing to public directory.
haha. In line number 6,
Yeah, yeah,
this I already told you that when we have to make static files, right? Not even using these routes. So we have to tell our Express application explicitly that we are going to use static files. Okay, so we need to,
okay.
first of all, we need to put a middleware, this app.use, and we have to tell our Express application, I'm going to use the static files. And what is the name of our static folder will be. So we have to write this public. That's why I am making the folder name as public. Understood?
So can you change the public message some other question or public is standard?
No, you can make any kind of thing over here. It is not mandatory that you are only have to give the name public. Okay, okay. So now let's just move with some more interesting thing, and that is I already told you that if you want to make your website fully dynamic, okay. So what we need to do. So for this kind of thing, we need to first install the EJS. But before installing the EJS, let me just check the package.json file. Till now, we have Express dependency and dev dependency is nodemon, and yeah, that's it. So now let's just quickly uh, download the EJS. So EJS is what basically? I already told in previous sessions that we have some kind of template engines, and with the help of template engines, we have so much of power, and we have kind of MVC structures for every kind of framework. Okay, and MVC, what is the MVC pattern or what is the MVC structure? MVC is module, view, and controller. So you already know that Express is a backend framework, but if we need to make some kind of UI, or you want some amazing application, but you don't want prefer some latest technologies or some latest frameworks for UI like React or Next or Remix or Vue. So in that case, we are going to use template engines. Okay. And there are so many of template engines in the market like Pug and um, EJS and Handlebars. Okay, let me just show you in a browser. So let's just say Pug. Okay, it shows the Pug dog pictures, but let's just say Pug and Pug template engine. Okay, now it is showing the main documentation of Pug. Okay, so Pug is basically a template engine. So template engine is useful for making your UIs, and the same thing if I open the EJS. So here it is the documentation of the EJS. Okay, and don't worry so much because it is very easy. If you're just going through the official documentation, you will know that it is really be easy. And now the same way, I'm just opening here the handlebars, and you can see over here. So it is the semantic templates. and mustache compatible and fast execution. So almost every kind of template engines we have these kind of similarity. And for our tutorial session we are going to use the Ejs. Okay, so now let's just come to our code editor and install npm ejs. So quickly it is downloaded, and we can check over here. It is downloaded the 3.1.9 version. So now so in order to use the EJS, okay, first of all, we need to uncomment these lines and make it as it was. So first of all, we have to uncomment these. Okay, and we need to do one more thing, that we need to move the index.html and about.html into the root directory. About.html. Okay. Okay, let's just delete this public folder over here. And now we need to do one more thing, cause as we are using the normal form, I mean the normal file about.html, so we have to remove the .html extension. And here also we need to do the same, right? So reason is clear now, that why I am removing the HTML extension, because I am just going to use this kind of routes, and we are not going to use these static files yet. That's why I'm doing this thing, right? And now let's just check, is it still work or not. So if I click on home, it is now showing the hi, I am from home page. Means it works totally fine. So till here, is anyone have any issue? Have you guys any issue till here?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Okay, okay. So let me just uh, start with the EJS. So in order to use, okay, let me just remove this line 2 from our application, because we are not still use the static page. So in order to use the template engine, we have to again tell our Express application. So what kind of template engine we are going to use. So in order to do this, we have to first of all set our application, that app.set, and then what we need to set, view engine, engine. So this is the kind of key value pair of thing, right? So we need to give the key as a view engine, and then so what kind of no, I mean what is the value of the our view engine. In our case we are using EJS. Okay, so what we do here, so we can check through our console log. Okay, console.log, and we have a one method, and method is app.get. So basically get is a method. Okay, so using get we can get the things like what our application are using on. Okay, so let's just say app.get, and then what, view engine. Let's say view engine. So Okay, I'm just showing you guys that what kind of view engine we are using. So we can do this like this way. Okay. So in the console, it will be clear. Okay. Okay. Save this file. And so now first thing first, let's go into our terminal, and you can see over here it is giving undefined. Okay, let me just check. Okay,
Spelling
are you asking something, Sajay?
mistake.
Huh?
Spelling mistake in line number 6. Can you hear me properly, sir? Hello.
Hello. Your voice is not clear.
Spelling mistake in line number 6.
Okay, okay, okay. Line number six. Right, right, right. View. 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 Okay, okay. Now, now it would be correct. Yes. If I am now come on to uh, our console, you can see over here that it is giving EJS, right? Means we are able to use the EJS. As we are already set the view engine as EJS, and our console also give us the view engine as EJS. EJS means it is, and now you want to see one interesting thing. The interesting thing is if I am going to just write here as a VIEW, if I am going to just writing over here like views. So let's just check what our console is giving. Okay, just check one more time. Okay, uh, I make a mistake, and mistake is I just forget to give the codes views. And now let's just check. Okay, here it is giving us the file path, and file path is what I'm using E directory, and then under the hood of E directory we have a directory of JS and then express learn. And after that, what? After that, it gives us views, means our template engine by default it gives a directory name as views. That's why it is it is just popping out after my main directory, that is express learn. Okay, so you can even change the main directory, and you can if you want, so you can, but we are going to use our old fashioned, like what our EJS by default give us. By default it gives us the views directory. Okay, that's why it is showing that after express learn it gives us views directory. But let's say you want to change this, so you can change this like this way. Okay, let me just show you. App.set, and then you can tell to the express to set your views directory as a, let's say, template. Okay, so you can do the same thing, you can do this thing too, but I would recommend don't go this way. Now we are consoling the console dot log, and inside the get method we are still logging the views. Now let's just see what it gives us. So you can see over here, it is giving the template, and then it is showing the server is listening on port 5000, means it is changed the views to the template file, right? And now you are able to make a by default folder as a template, but I would recommend don't go like this way. Okay, sometimes even you may face some issue, so I would say just remove this line. But just for a sake of the tutorial purpose, I'm just showing you. So you can have the power to change the template engine folder from views to template. Okay, now let's just quickly make a folder named as views. Okay, VIEWS views. Okay, uh, and it is the recommended way from the EJS side that you have to put all the HTML files inside the views folder. So we just need to or move the file inside the views. Okay. Yes. Now, uh, now it is totally fine that we have all these things, and one more thing we need to do over here, that as we are installing the EJS, so it it should have a extension of EJS. Okay, so don't forget to get the name to give the name of EJS as an extension. Okay, let me just do this EJS. Okay, fine. Till here, everything is totally fine. And okay, let's just check is it working properly or not. So let's go into the browser and come into this part and tap onto the home page. So it shows that no such file or directory we are getting. So it gives us the error, and error is why it gives us the error, because when we are using the template engine, so we don't have to write res.send files, cause EJS have a method naming as render. Okay, I'm damn sure that when you are using the React, you heard this term a lot: rendering the function, rendering the component. So likewise, React, we have a rendering method over here. Okay, and inside the render method, uh, what we uh, what we have to give. So EJS use the render method like this way. So whatever you give the name of your file inside your views folder, so you can give even even without mentioning the extension of your file. So it will automatically detect what you want to render. Uh, okay. So let's just first thing first. I'm just giving over here index, and the second thing over here, let me just remove this part and write it over here render. Okay, and inside a double quote, we can write it right here about. Okay, till here, is there any problem? You guys have any issue till here? Okay. Um, for a time being, I'm not going to use the download functionalities anymore, cause we are proceed with our tutorial and its work is not anymore. So I am deleting this this piece of code, and let's just save this thing. And now come onto the our page. So let's just see, is it still work or not. So it gives us I am from about page. Okay, let's just tap on a home page. So it is giving, hi, I am from home page. Don't just panic why it is still giving the download, cause I forgot to removing the download line from our HTML. So if you are still if you are still tapping on a download button, so it will nothing to be download over here. Okay, so let's just come back and removing those files too, I mean those piece of codes too. So we have to remove this thing, this because of this anchor tag, we have a download on our page. Okay, so let's just say now we have over here. Okay, for a time being, I am just I just don't want to confuse you guys. So that's why I'm just removing the title from the index page and also from the about page. Okay, and let's just check what it gives us. If I am if I am or tapping on a home page, you can see over here. Just focus on my cursor point. Okay, my cursor or on a title page, it shows localhost 5000, right? Please respond me, guys. Please respond me. You can see over here localhost 5000, right? And now,
So,
yes, thank you for responding me. Okay, let me just tell you that if I want a dynamic, I just want a dynamic content. Okay, I don't know from where it comes, from the database or from the server side. I just want a dynamic title onto our static page. So how is this possible, right? So how is this possible? So let's just come on to our index.js, and in order to build some dynamic content, so we can have we have a render method, right? Inside render method, the first argument you have to pass the file name that you want to render, and a second thing you can pass as a as an object. Okay, the second thing you have to pass an object, and whatever you want to show on your title thumbnail, so you can gives like this way title, and then let's say my home page my home page, and the same like this thing we can do here here too. Let's say title, and let's just say uh, it's okay, it's all about uh, I'm just giving a random title name. So how is this possible that I can give these titles onto our static page dynamically? Yeah, it is totally possible when you are using Ejs. So whenever you have to show your title dynamically, you have to make something braces like this way, and open and closing braces, or you can say you have to write greater and a smaller brackets, and then you have to give the percentage, and then what, you need to give the title that you are just mentioning. But executing this thing will not show your title. Okay, let's just check. Let's just check. So is it still gives the, when I tap on a home page, is it still show the title over here? No, it is still showing localhost 5000, and we don't want this. We want a dynamic title, right? And let's just come on to our file for, so till here, so nothing has wrong with this syntax, but in order to show the title, we have to put a equal sign over here, and now it will display. Okay, it will display. So now let's just check. When I till now it shows the localhost 5000 because I am not refreshing the page. The moment I tap on a home button, it will show, yeah, it is now showing my home page, right? And the moment I tap on a about button, it will show, okay, I think, okay. I forgot to give the title on a about page. Okay, that's why it is not showing. So for in order to do the same thing, we need to do what? Again, we have to again mentioning the greater than and smaller than brackets, and then we have to give the person sign, and we have to write the equal to in order to show the things, and then put the variable name. So so in this case, what is the name of the variable? Title, right? That we are mentioning an index.js file. I mean here index.js file. This variable, right? So here it is. Now now just come back to the browser, and the moment I tap on a about button, now it is showing it's all about, right? And it is totally dynamic. I know that you are worried about the syntax, the kind of syntax it is using, the Ejs. You you just have to keep in mind one thing, and the thing is you just have to keep in mind this sign, this sign. So you guys remember the fragment thing inside the React? The same thing you have over here, but you just don't have to use things like this way, right? I mean, inside React, when you are going to use fragment, so you need to do something inside these two things, right? Hello. So anybody, can anybody please respond me?
Yes, 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 sir. Yeah.
Okay, I'm totally assuming that you are already used these things in a React, right? So instead of this thing, I mean, instead of the this last thing, you just need to only work this thing, and inside this you have every time, like every moment of time, you just need to only put the person sign, and in order to executing the things to show the to show the uh, things dynamically, you have to put the this equal sign. Okay, so now let's just and okay, wait, I know that so much of thing we are mentioning over here. So now let's just make a folder where we can make our stuff more dynamic. So in order to do this, we can make a folder naming as partial. Okay. So inside the partial, so let's just make another uh, file naming as now.ejs. Yeah, now.ejs. So now when I opening the when I open the index.ejs file, so we have these things, right? And the same the like we are doing so many repetition. If you are looked at the index.ejs file, so we have a repetition of this. Even we have a repetition of this file and about.js file. We have again repeated the same thing, like the nav thing and also the head thing, right? I'm sure that I'm not talking the wrong, right? So now let's just minute this thing. I mean minimalize this thing, not to repeat it. Cause as much as you repeat your code have no any class. When you're working with some great, or you can say some good organization, so there is a senior, I mean, there would be a, I assume that there would be a senior software engineer. So every time when you finish your project, so it will be go for a quality check. So your senior software engineer do a quality check of your code. So if they found that you repeated your code every time, so they will, I mean, if your senior is good, then you have no any kind of harm thing. But if you are really make some mistake, I mean damn sure that they will cry on you. Why you are doing such kind of things? Okay. So so just keep on mind all these things. So i am just I'm just cut this thing by using Control plus X and come onto this place, the now.ejs, and paste it over here. Okay, and we need to, in order to minimize the minimize or the repetition of the code, we also need to remove from here. And again we need to do this bracket and place the underscore underscore sign and do something. But before do something, first of all we need to do what? We need to include the, okay, uh, don't do this. We are going good over here. Okay, you need to just do this thing, the open and closing the comparative operator, and then put the person sign. And inside this, what we need to do, we need to write the include. Okay, so it is another syntax from the EJS you need to learn. Okay, so syntax is a very small. Whenever you put some code into another file and you want to minimize your code inside your actual file, so you need to do what? You need to include the things, right? So in order to do this, we have a function named as a include. Okay, and in order to go this file, I mean this partial file. So currently we are in which file? We are in index.ejs file. So if we want this now file over here, so we need to do what? We need to go uh, back of our file, back of our. If we put a one dot, so mean what? We are in index.ejs, we are just out of index.ejs. And if we put the two dot operator and put this thing, so it means we are out of this views folder, right? So now where we have to go? We have to go partial folder. So we can do this thing, partial. And inside partial, what we have? Inside the partial, we have a nav. Okay. So in order to execute this file, now this time we need to put a dash like this. Okay. So now let's just save this thing and do the same thing over here, over the about.ejs over here, right? Let's just save this and come on to the our web browser. Is it still work? So for checking, now let's just tap on a home button. So it is showing hi, I'm from home page. When I am tap on about, it is showing I am from about page. Means what? It is working totally fine. Means it is still working. So our page is something more dynamic. Okay, we are our page is more dynamic now, right? So again we have a so much of code over here, and it is repeated in a second file. I mean, inside the index also. Currently, I am in about.js, and the same thing also repeated in a index.js file. Okay, so I'm just cut it down from here, and I just want to make another file in partial, naming as head.ejs. Okay, and paste it over here like this way. Now let's just come on to the here and include the same thing as we are doing earlier. Again, we need to put a dash. Please remember, just focus on a syntax. Okay, so how I am writing the syntax? The syntax is very simple. You just need to put a comparative operator, the small than and the greater than sign, and in between these sign you need to put percent sign. Okay, and in order to execute, when you are including, just keep in mind one thing. The one thing is, when you are trying to including something inside your file, you need to put a dash, right? And when you are when you are going to put some dynamic content, you need to show, so that time you have to put the equal sign over here, right? Just keep in mind this thing. Okay, if you are just noting down, or you are make some notes, you just write it, right. You need to just write this thing somewhere on your notebook or anywhere. Okay, okay, let's just include the thing, include, and then again the same conspiracy thing. We need to give it here partials, and then head dot ejs. Okay, now let's just save this thing, copy this thing, and then paste inside the index.js. Okay, Okay, I think I do a mistake, and mistake is I just forget to. Okay, where is the head? Yeah, I don't need over here this thing. Okay, now let's just see. See, this is how short it is, right? And it is very precise. Now let's just check into our browser. Is it still working or not? If I tap on a home button, so it is working. If I tap on a about, it is totally fine. It have no issue, and it is very very precise and a very smaller. So let's just mix some bootstrap into it. Okay. Now I want to make some full-fledged application, right? No, I don't mean that I want to make a whole website, but I just want to give some mixture of bootstrap, so so that you are interested to learn about the EJS and Express.js. So it is a very amazing thing. Just keep your eye on this tutorial, and I'm damn sure if you are focusing on this tutorial, you can build anything. Okay, if you have some kind of interest in front end development, I'm damn sure that you can do this too. Okay, so we need to get Bootstrap website. So let's just go into the documentation of Bootstrap, and I need to get the CDN link. Where is CDN? Okay, I'm just copying this link. I think this is the CDN link for the, yeah, this is the CDN link. Okay, so as I am mentioning that whatever that will be repeated in your file, you need to keep it you need to keep it separate, and wherever it is needed, you just pass it. Okay, just don't repeat your code so much, cause first thing first rule in React learning, so it is a not React website, but the thing is, when you are learning the React.js, so it has been saying that don't repeat your code so much, cause React is based on component based application, right? So you need to do everything uh, in the form of components when you are using React. So the same kind of thing here also follow, that it also says when you are making your website basically. So the main principle of your application is that you don't have to repeat the code so much. Okay, you have to write minimalistic thing and produce maximum thing. So this is the principle. Okay, so now let's just head into the nav.ejs, and now this nav.ejs, um, I just okay. Not nav.ejs. We need to go inside head.ejs. Why head.ejs? Just tell me the reason. Can anybody tell me the reason why I'm going to paste the CDN link inside the head.ejs? Can anybody tell me?
The link should be placed inside a header section.
Sorry.
Normally, the links should be placed inside header section.
Correct. This is the correct answer. So anything, any link when you are, let's just say, if you are writing style.css or any kind of CDN link, you need to place inside the head, and this is the file of head.ejs. That's why I am placing the CDN link over here, right? um so till now it is totally okay. uh let's just come on to the bootstrap dot get bootstrap website, and I just want to make a uh, cool navigation bar. So let's just see where it is the navigation bar. I think inside the component. Where is the component even? Okay, okay, here. Now, nav bar, right? Let's just see what kind of nav bar we are going to use. So, let's just say this navigation bar, okay? This navigation bar is very simple and impressive too. So, I'm copied the whole code from here, okay? And just come on to the our file and go inside the nav.ejs. So till now, I'm not going to delete these two anchor tags. Till now, I'm not deleting. Okay. So now let's just first thing first, paste the code over here that I copied, and I don't want these two things. Okay. I don't want to make our navigation bar unnecessarily too long. That's why I don't want to put the pricing allies and the disable allies inside our navigation bar. That's why I'm deleting this thing. Okay. I hope that you are clear. You don't have any issue till now. So now let's just replacing the feature with about, cause I want inside our navigation bar the about link, and the path of about is this slash about, and what I need a home button. That's totally correct. And the path of home is slash. And now its work is over. These anchor tags work is over. Cause right now we have a fancy navigation bar. Right? Okay, let's just save this and and come onto the okay. Um, Yeah, okay, let's just check inside our browser. Is it working or not? So let's just come our application, and the time when I tap on a home button, now it gives amazing, amazing thing, right? Are you able to see here? It is giving a cool navigation bar. The moment I tap on a home button, it gives us hi, I am from home page. The moment I tap on about, it gives us I am from about page, and it is working, right? Amazing, right? So now, so I don't want this nav bar, okay? I want here some sort of express. Let's say, okay, I'm just writing over here. Um, where my nav? Okay, over here. Okay, let's just write it over here. Uh, Express. Express. Okay, now let's see. Yeah, it is giving express home about, and it is really cool, right? So now we are done with the navigation bar. Now I want the content part. Okay. So uh, come into the index.ejs, and um, I want I want I just cut it out from here and give dot container. So this is all the some uh, some bootstrap classes. I'm sure that you are already familiar about this thing, container, row, and calls. So these are what? These are the um, bootstrap classes, and we can do over here h inside the h2 tag, and I just want to give a class of um, margin top 4, because the I just don't like the gap of my navigation bar and my text area, right? So I just want this thing, that I just want uh, my text should be get margined from the top of the scale of fourth. So this class means margin top on a scale of 4, and I want again give the text. This is my this is my cool website. I don't know it is cool or not. Or let's just say this is my cool website. And just come on to the about.ejs, and I'm also going to do the same thing over here, that I just want to give the class of bootstrap name as container, and over here we need to give h2 dot h2 dot what, uh, okay, let's say h2 dot, and it gives us a class, and I just want it also should get margin top 4. Okay, and we are adding let's say this is all about, okay, this is all about, okay, let's just check our application, how does it look like. And the moment I press refresh button, now it is really cool, right? It shows this is all about. The moment I tap on a home button, it shows this is my cool website. And you guys noticed over here that our text, our text size and text style is also getting changed. This is my cool website text, has a text, very nice text. I mean, and the moment I tap on about, it gives us this is all about. So this is the story of the EJS and Express application, and it is really be very useful for. And you know what? Uh, in order to make your application like this is really be a classic website, right? When you tap on a home, you can see on the top of the title, you will get that it will get reload, right? It is reloading, right? It is reloading. So the thing is, when you making a React application, so it will not rendered, or I mean it will not reloaded. Okay, Okay, let me just give me just 5 minutes. Uh, I need to take a little break cause I'm like my throat is totally dried out. And okay, I'm just come back within 2 or 3 minutes. Okay, so till now, I would suggest you all three. I think you guys are joined 4 or 5 people, and till now only you three guys are still left. So I would suggest please whatever I just taught you, just do it your own. Okay, one thing you can do. Can you guys make a landing page? Hello, hello.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Could you
Yes.
make a landing page for a quick using using the EJS?
Sir, actually, I joined through mobile.
Sorry.
I joined through mobile, sir.
Okay, you joined through mobile. And Jagdish and Rahul.
Sir, I'm
Me
also
too.
sir.
Me too, sir. My laptop is just means not charged. That's why I joined through mobile.
Okay, I can understand your situation, but the thing is, don't use like mobile phone to join the live classes. Okay, cause
Yeah.
whatever I taught you, you have like right now you don't have the power to run the programs, right?
Yes.
And it is a really big cons part for you guys. Okay, okay, I'm
Yes.
just back within 2 or 3 minutes. So till now, just wait for 2 or 3 minutes. Okay.
Okay, sir. No problem.
Bro,
Huh. Yeah, Jagdish, are you saying something?
no sir, no sir.
Okay. Hello, back to the again topic. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes, Ashok.
So till now, have you guys any issue or have you guys any query?
No, sir.
No,
Okay,
sir. If
Jagdish.
there, we will contact you.
Okay. Okay. Then let me just connect my tablet ping. Wait for 1 minute to connect my tablet ping. Okay. Uh, okay. Now let's just move with the new topic, and the topic is the the middleware. Okay. So let's just say what is middleware? We we talk about we talk we are really talking just even before starting the today's session. Even in a previous some session, we are using the middlewares. So basically, what is it? What is it? So as name is very clear, it is it is its first name starts with middle words. So name is so clear that in the between or in the middle of something. Okay. So what does it mean? So when you are doing what? You have a you have a request and what response. Okay, I think I chose the wrong color cause it is so much colorful that it it looks really be weird. Let me just choose any other pen. Okay, don't know how this is. Okay, this is black. Okay, let me just choose the red. Okay, so you have what when you are doing express you when you are making the express application. So majorly you have request and response, right? Till now we are doing the same kind of thing. So if we need to send some response, then we are doing like rest, and then we have so many method like rest dot send, and we also have a rest dot json. So we have so much of thing. So basically, when we are using the Express application, we have we have some sort of request and response, and in between these two, and I already told you that request and response is a what. Request and response is a part of uh, it's a part of The first class is what basically. I just forget the name of the topic. I literally forget the name basically. Okay, stream. I so it happens sometimes with me that I all of a sudden I just forget the name of some technicalities. So request and response is what? Request and response. Okay, let me just request and response is a part of the string. Part of the string. Okay, and streaming is basically what? Streaming is if we are talking about the streams, so stream says that it transfers some data. Streams means transferring data. So you're I hope that you're remembering these things like response and requests is also known as, these are also is a part of string. And when you are transferring or when you are requesting some data, and in the case of requesting, if your server have the related queries, if your server have the related data, so it will send you in the form of response. So here is doing what, like the request and response doing what, it shares the data, right? It shares the data, like here is here is the client and here is the server, and you are requesting www.facebook.com. Okay, so you are declined and you are requesting some data from the server. So it goes the request to the server, and server returns the data of www.facebook.com, right? This is the request and this is the response. So what I'm trying to tell you, that in between the client and the server, in the middle of this thing, we have something called as a middleware. That's why it has the name as a middleware, because it is the middle of the client and the server, right? And why we need this thing? Why we need the middleware? Okay, I just let you know. Okay, first I need to. Okay, why this is not working? Let me. Yeah, now it is working. Okay, now okay, I'm choosing another pen. Okay, let's say we have this is okay. Let's say this is client. Okay, so the line that I draw here is the part of client, and this is the line that I draw. This is the line of server. Okay, so somebody requests something. So let's say someone requests something. So request is going through this, going through here to here, and it will request from the server, and server returns the response from server to the client like this way, right? So in between these two, we have a middlewares. Let's just say we want some authentication. So authentication means what? Is there any valid user registered some kind of website? So is this user is valid or not? So or you can say, if you so let's say you need to check the authentication, or you can say, if you need to check that your particular responses from the server side goes some particular country, okay, some particular country. So that time it will also check the restriction, okay. So that time also using the that time we are also using the middlewares. So middlewares is particularly what kind of role here is. So so uh, middlewares role here is to filtering it out, filtering the filtering the results. So what kind of things we need and what it will gives us. So here is the role of middleware is to filter out the system. So authentication means, let's just say you are client and you don't have any Facebook profile, right? And you are requesting your server that some you are requesting your server to log in inside the Facebook application by giving some fault username and fault some passwords. So it will do what? It will not allow you. I'm damn sure that it will not allow you into the Facebook application. Reason is why? Reason is you are giving the wrong username and the wrong password, right? And how it will clarify that, how the Facebook will clarify that you are not a authenticated user, because of it will check the authentication system that are you a valid user or not. So it will check with the help of the middlewares. That's why middlewares is there. Okay, I know it is a little bit, it may a little bit a tricky thing for you guys to uh, sir, how it will work, and how would I know that uh, I'm going to use the middlewares. So let me just show you this thing. Okay, I hope you guys are clear about the what is middleware, right? So let me
Sir,
just
I've seen that.
huh?
Sir, I've seen that. Actually, middleware is kind of authentication which allows to use
No,
the
no,
data from the server, right?
it is not only the authentication thing, but it is working as a filter out system. Okay, it is filtering your results, right? Okay, let me just show you one example. Okay, one example I just want to give you guys. Okay, so let's just say I have a okay. First of all, I need to make a route. Okay, let's just come on to the index.js file. Okay, I'm just okay. Let's just make a file uh, named as make a page named as app.get, and I want to do what? I want to filter it out. Um, let's say so. Let's say we have a page of API, and then we have a page of product. Okay, let's say we have a product. Okay, and yeah, we have this request and response. So let's say restart. So let's say we have so much of like we have an API and then we have a product list. Okay, so if the user give us the wrong API key, so it will show the message. Okay, it will show the message of not allowed. So first of all, we need to build the we need to keep the product inside our route. So for that reason, we are going to use JSON. Okay, we are going to use JSON this time. JSON because uh, APIs are always giving in the form of given in the form of the JSON data. Okay, so let's just say first of all, I'm just giving a empty array, and then what we need to do, we need to give a parenthesis, a basis of curly parenthesis, and then let's say id is 123, and then product, and product name is, let's say, Chrome. Okay, and then I'm just replicate this thing two, three times, and yeah. Okay, this time here I'm just giving the ID 123124, and product name is, let's say, duck go duck go. Okay, and the the third name of the product is Mozilla Mozilla Firefox. Okay, so let's just save this, and and let's just try it out, this route. Okay, so we need to do what? Let's just come over here, and okay, just 1 minute, I need to go here. Okay, okay, now let's just hit enter the route path, and here we can see, okay, I just do a mistake that I put a double slash. I need to put single slash. Okay, now you can see over here that here is those three products, right? Chrome, DuckDuckGo, and then Mozilla Firefox. Okay, so whenever some we need to check something, so we need a query. Okay, so right now we are the only person who gives the same request and get the same response. But in order to perform some requesting thing, we can give our browser with ourselves some queries. Let's say queries in form of like this, and you can, I'm just putting the key, and key will be, let's say, 1 2 3 4 and 5. Okay, okay, let's say this thing. So it is still working now because of we are not giving any kind of uh, middlewares that will filter out this thing. But now let's just make this thing. this middleware. Let's just build a middleware for this. Okay. So how will you make the middleware of this thing? You need to just make a file of yeah, you need to make a function for the middlewares. Okay, so let's just say I want to make a function of middlewares. Let's just say const, uh, you can say, you can give the name of your uh, function as API key, and uh, as we are already know that we are going to make some middlewares, so we have the request response, and do you know what next. So next is something different, the request and response, and I will just talk about this uh, soon. Okay, so let's just say the request const, let's just say the API key, let's say key is 1 2 3 4 and 5. This is the why this thing gives us. Okay, I forget to give this arrow like this way. Okay, now it is totally correct. I am putting it here, the function name as an API key, and it will have a three parameters: request, response, and the next. And what we have, like, for the you guys probably heard this thing that uh, whenever we uh, we need to get the queries, so we have a request dot body, right? If you don't know about this, how to how people are getting the queries by uh, response dot body. But right now, as we are the only client, like I am the guy who are making this application, is the guy who are also behaving like a client, and at the same
Sir,
time
can you
also.
come again, sir? Sorry,
Sorry.
I cannot get you properly. I cannot get what you're trying to say, sir.
Okay, 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 okay. I'm just
I'm just
repeating one more
confused.
time. Okay, I'm repeating one more time. Like, like I don't know that you are heard it about this thing or not. Like, whenever we make some post request, okay, so post request is when uh, somebody is going to create something. Okay, so that time they have a post request. Okay, so we can get the post request by request dot body. Okay, but right now we are using the get request. Okay, so get means what, we are able to see only. Okay, we don't have the permission to create something or edit something. Okay, we just have the permission to only watch. Okay, let me tell you just very quick. uh, let's say rest console console.log console.log, and I just want to I just want to uh, this thing, let's say res request dot uh, request dot Okay, just 1 minute. Uh, where I got it. Um. Oh, I think I mistakenly entered some another VS code. Okay, I have a two thing over here. So this is the thing where I write the code. Sorry, sorry guys that I mistakenly enter another file. Okay, let's just say I just want to show you that we have a request and then we have a query. Like we have a request dot body in order to get the post requests, but this is the get request, so you can use the queries. Okay, request dot query. So let's just save this thing and API key. Okay, let me just catch this thing. Okay, I'm just going to explain this thing in a second. Let's just say if the query, if the key, mm, I mean res dot query. So I'm checking that if somebody is entered, if somebody entered the key or not. Okay, so I'm checking that somebody is entering the API key or not by using this. So this line of code means a rest.query. I'm checking that is there any query or not. And then what? And we need to check one more thing, that res.query query dot key means our query have this key or not. If this query is equals this key means the user entered the correct key. Okay, so we need, in order to proceed the next thing, in order to proceed the our execution, we can give the next. Okay, so next means what? So next is a method which is given when our application is uh, when our application successfully getting executed. Means we are here checking that if our rest is query is there or not. If a user enter API key, so then it will again check that if the API key is correct or not. It means if API key is 12345 is not is having the 12345 or not, right? So it will check this, and if these two condition will get satisfied, then it will jump into the next step using the next method. Okay, or else it will throws up the masses, and the masses will be res dot json, cause API is always in the form of uh, JSON, and the masses will be what, that user is not allowed. Okay, okay, let's just say I want to apply this API key onto a particular route, let's say this route. So what we need to do here, we just need to only simply write a third parameter, or in between this parameter over here. uh, our API, our method's name is API key. So let's say API key. Okay, like this way. And now let's just save this. So now let's get into the browser, and here it is. If I am just refreshing this button, it is saying user is not allowed. 1 2 3 4 5, I think. 1 2 3, 1 2 3 4 5. Yeah, everything is correct. mm, okay, understood. I need to write this thing also. Dot key. Now let's just check, is it working properly or not. uh
Is that a dot of command, sir?
just hold on 1 minute, bro. 1 minute, just. Right. I forgot to give it here, like this way. Now let's just check, is it working correct or not. If I refresh the screen, so it is cannot read the property undefined reading key. Okay, okay, come back to here again, and um okay, I just want to make another variable like this, const, let's say check, cause this thing is really be too long. And if I put it over here like this, and no, we cannot. I also
Sir,
need
we can
to
use check equal to query.
check what.
Check equal to key.
We can use to, but the thing is, it should also be work this thing, cause I know that it is a little bit bigger, but it have no any issue. It shouldn't be any issue, like why this thing happen. Mm, let me just check one more time. Let me just check why it is. Okay, if I are removing these lines. Okay, now it will work fine. I mistakenly give the string to this number. If I do control plus Z, so you will got here. I mistakenly gives the this as a string over here, 1235 as a string. But if you looked at the parameter, you can see over here that I am giving 1 2 3 4 5 not as a string. I am giving here as a numbers, right? This is the reason why I getting wrong. Okay, now let's just check one more time. It still says user is not allowed. Uh, it is really irritating. Why giving this? This
So
is
can you
so.
print and see what request query dot key gives?
Sorry.
You can print that request query dot key in console so that you can check what kind of message it is receiving.
Your voice is breaking, Sajay. Could you
Yes, sir.
write
Actually,
it?
hello. Can you hear
Uh-huh.
me, also? Can you print and see the request query dot key? So what it is printing by using console log, dot log?
Okay, you are saying that consoling this anything, right? Okay,
Yes,
let's
yeah.
just check. Let's just check where I was writing here.
So print
Okay.
before
Ha ha
if
ha.
statement itself.
Okay, now just save. If I just save this, okay, where it is. Something is already giving the. I don't. Okay, bro. I just do one thing right now. I'm just going to uh, close this session right now because it's already too late. Or I can do one more time. Just see this why this is happening. Actually, when I looked at the console, it gives something very
Hello.
very weird. Huh? Yes,
Hello.
Sajay. Yes, yes, Sajay. Are you saying something? Mm, mm, mm,
Sir, what is the purpose of nest here?
mm, what are you saying? What is the
Purpose of nest. Next.
next is used for to executing your middlewares. If you are not going to write the next, your refreshing window will be continue to be refreshing. It will not gonna to stop. So in order to make your middleware get executed and you want to get your next step, so you will have to write the next method.
Sir, if we have the keyword, then
Hmm.
next should go to the next line, right? Am I right, sir?
No, 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 not next line. It will go to the next middleware. Let's say if you have a if you have a bunch of middlewares on your application, okay, so it will go one middlewares to another middleware.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Can you explain it by giving an example, sir?
Sorry,
Can you explain this by giving an example, sir? What next exactly do?
what is next?
What next exactly do?
Basically
You're
next
saying it will.
is basically okay, okay, let me just one more time get into the uh, our one note. The thing that I just described, okay, it is not working. It is again not working. Okay, okay. I was just taught you guys that we have a client and we have a server, and middle of these two we have a middlewares, okay, and middlewares duty is what, to filtering out some results, okay, middleware. So basically middleware does do what, like the middlewares is use the purpose of filtering it out the results. So here is now come the picture of next thing. So next is basically do what? Let's say you have a one middleware, and then you have a, let's say you have three middlewares in your application. Okay, let's say you have a three middlewares. So next will do what? So next method is basically used to executing, if your first middlewares is getting done executing, so it will going to stop, and next will do what? Next will now jump into the next middleware. Okay, and if your application done the job of the second middleware, so it will also going to be stop, and it will now jump to the third middleware. Okay, and if it will going to be done, so it is also stop, and then it will go to the next, which is to the server. Okay, so this is happening like this way. So let's say if you don't have a bunch of middleware, okay, let's say you have only one middleware. So your application doing what? Your application is doing just finishing this one middleware, getting one, once it be done the your first middleware, so it will executing the next method. So this method will reach out to the server, right? And now your middleware's works get be done. Are you understood?
Hmm. Yes, sir. Yeah, it is a middleware. The next is kind of a keyboard, right?
Yes,
Right.
sir.
It is moreover it is moreover a method, cause you can see we have a pair of parentheses. So anything which have a pair of parentheses, so it is basically a method. Okay, it is basically a method.
Okay.
Okay, guys, I will
Okay,
see
sir.
what is the main issue that it is always giving us user is not allowed. I will check this thing. So actually, I want to fix this issue right now, but the thing is, it is already getting too late. Okay, and I am so sorry for this. I will continue this class tomorrow, and will let you know that what is the problem, where we get stuck and where we make the mistakes. Okay, and don't worry that no, this thing is not getting be done. it is a part of learning. Okay, when you are doing development things, so it will get day by day. So the purpose of that we are at least getting those things where we make mistakes. Okay, so that's all for today's session. I hope that today's session is a full of knowledge. You guys got to know a lot of new things, like how to template engine works, and how we can make a classic application. So okay, I just want to give you one assignment, guys. Sajay, Jagdish,
Yes, sir. Yeah, here.
yeah. So, okay, just do one thing. So, it is an assignment for you guys that you have to make a landing page, okay, using template engine EJS. Understood? You and
Land-
you, sorry.
Yes, sir. Yeah, yeah.
Okay. So you have to make a landing page using template engine EJS, and in which you have a three routes. The route's name is home, and about, and a contact. Okay, home, about, and contact. Right? And one thing is that you are allowed to use Bootstrap. Okay, so you can use Bootstrap, and make sure one thing that your landing page will be attractive. Okay,
Sir, actually, in React session itself, we asked to teach us Bootstrap,
sorry.
but
Huh.
uh, they didn't teach us how to use Bootstrap and all in 10
Okay,
classes.
so you are not familiar with the Bootstrap?
No, 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 they didn't teach us.
Okay, then no worries. Whatever just trying to make the landing page. Okay, in tomorrow's session, I will taught you about the Bootstrap. Okay, I will taught you Bootstrap, and you will get enough knowledge of Bootstrap that you can make any websites. And Bootstrap is really be very easy. If I go through the Bootstrap website, so you can get here that you have already built in codes like this. If you are getting this navigation bar, so for navigation bar it has a code, this much line of code over here. If you have to make a progress bar, so you can get over here and make a progress bar like this way, and the code for the progress bar is this. Okay, you just need to copy and paste, nothing at all. But you just need to keep in mind one thing, that is, Bootstrap have some sort of utility classes, like container, row, calls, and the empty means margin top, and MB like margin bottom, and yeah, some sort of utility classes that are really be very usually used inside a Bootstrap. Let's say you want to make a forms. Okay, so you need to come inside the forms group, and you can do so much thing, like if you want to make a menu like this way, like this kind of thing, so you need to just include this piece of code. So Bootstrap is nothing but it's just copy and pasting thing. Okay, so you just need to copy paste, and it will make your website in a very quick. Okay, understood? So I hope that you have a
Okay.
get idea that what is
Sir,
Bootstrap.
Yes,
sir,
sir. Okay.
Okay, so how to use Bootstrap, I will tell you in tomorrow's session. Okay,
Okay.
okay then. Till then, practice and please don't forget to make the assignment. Okay, you need to make a landing page. Uh, whatever, it don't mind that if your landing page is ugly, and if you are able to do anything, just do it and show me. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay, thank you a lot.
Sir,
Bye. Ha,
in
okay.
tomorrow's class, can you explain that response dot body once again, sir?
Yeah,
What
sure.
response dot body?
I will definitely explain you. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Okay then. Thank you. Bye.
Bye. Thank you, sir.
Bye. You're welcome. Bye.